It was around November of 2023 when my mom asked me this really fateful question of what do you want for Christmas? Now, for the past couple of years, I've basically had everything. All I needed was basically my tablet, my phone, and my computer, and I would be satisfied for the time being because all I would do was just play Minecraft, scroll on YouTube, and all these brain dead activities that did not require any effort whatsoever. You just played them subconsciously and you didn't even need to indulge and think about them. And so until that year, I never really thought about it to the fullest. I never actually consciously thought of what I actually wanted authentically, what would help me in my long term growth. I never actually put in the effort to plan for the future. But now I was on self improvement. I was finally doing something with my life. I was waking up every day at 5 a.m. I was meditating. I was taking cold showers. I was gratitude journaling. I was finally getting somewhere. And plus, I also found my purpose in life, which was teaching. And what is the best sources of knowledge that you can get? Well, it is books, my friend. And so I thought to myself, what could the four key books be from which all of the big YouTube influencers take all of their knowledge from? And after a lot of analyzation, I came down to the four main ones that would benefit not only me, because I authentically liked them the most out of like the 15 books that I picked at that time, but also because I just wanted to read them in the first place, because they intrigued me so much and they piqued my interest. And because my mom told me that I had a cap of how much euros we could spend on buying those books. And she was pleasantly surprised that I actually picked books in the first place. And she told me that I should pick them in the Slovakian language, which is my native tongue, because I need to learn the grammar a little bit better when it comes to writing learnings and stuff like that. So, yeah, I told her the names of the four key books, and all of them were The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida, and Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. All of these four books were the most interesting ones for me, and oh boy, the authors and their knowledge, they still stick to me until this day. Even a whole year later almost, I still look at those books with huge respects. Because when I got them, bro, when I got them on Christmas, I was literally like a machine. I finished the 4-hour work week in like a little week, I think, in the first half of the winter break. Then I read the 48 Laws of Power and The Way of the Superior Man in the same week, which, granted, they weren't long books. The 48 Laws of Power and The Way of the Superior Man, they were like 200 pages long, so it didn't take me that much time, but they were still really beneficial and, and they had a lot of key lessons. And then after all of that, since school started, and plus I felt a little bit demotivated since I just read like 500 pages plus of books and I still had to read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, which was, I think, the longest one. I think it had like 350 pages. So it took me like 3 weeks to read, which was fine because I still managed to finish it all the way like I really wanted to. And, bro, Can't Hurt Me was one of the most toughest books I have read in a long while. Like the life stories that David Goggins went through, I'm just so sorry for him. Like, but at least he turned those losses into wins, and he's now the unstoppable machine that he is now, which is really good for him, and I'm proud of him for that. But as I wrapped up this book series of mine around late January of 2024, I felt a little bit depressed. Not in a sad way that it was all over, but because in a way that I had no progress to make anymore. Like, yeah, sure, I still had YouTube to watch, I still had online communities where I could talk to other people. I had all of these different opportunities that I could still take. But out of all of them, the one that I really wanted to indulge in the most were books. I wanted to continue reading them, but I had none to read at home. Like, yeah, sure, we have a whole library at our house that I could read from, But none of those books really intrigued me that much, and they did not pique my interest, so I don't know. Maybe I just didn't care enough because I wanted the titles, more of them that I had from that book list that I mentioned of the 15 books, which is now 11 books, but still, I wanted to read all of them. I wanted to continue making progress. I wanted to progress even further in the game of life because those 4 books, they opened so many new opportunities for me when it comes to my creativity, my productivity, my discipline, my willpower, fucking everything. They broadened my horizons like there was no tomorrow, and I really wanted to learn more. But how would I get them? Books cost a lot of money. They cost like 20 euros per piece, and that is in euros. I think in American dollars, it's like $23. So yeah, the only hope for me would be to wait until my birthday, and then switch between my birthday and Christmas, and pick books between that. And so, for the entirety of February, I just thought to myself, yeah, I still have to wait until my name day or my birthday until I will get another book. And so, as the weeks went by without me making any progress whatsoever, and still I was watching some podcasts on YouTube, I was still scrolling on YouTube and watching self improvement content, I still felt really unfulfilled. Until one day, I decided to say, fuck it. I wanted to read some deep books about entrepreneurship, like The E-Myth Revisited, or Rich Dad Poor Dad, or .com Secrets. All these huge titles where I wanted to learn from. I wanted to read all of them, but still, I still had that 4 book cap that I needed to fulfill. And my birthday was still months away, and Christmas was literally on the other side of the year. But then I thought to myself, what if I just grabbed them for free? You know, like how when I used to download music, I just went to these platforms and I grabbed the YouTube link of the music on YouTube and I would just paste it in and it would give me the music right there to download for on my phone. Huh. What if I tried this? And so I just searched up the name of the title and I put in like PDF or something. And let me tell you, bro, in like the span of one night, I found all of the books that I was looking for free on the internet. Now, I am not trying to encourage piracy or anything, of course. This is just a cheap way of me getting knowledge because, yeah, I am not making any money right now. And I promise to you that when I eventually start making some good amount of money, all of the books that I've pirated, I will buy them in real life. And all of the audiobooks also. So the lesson that I'm about to give to you, please take it with a grain of salt. Don't think of me as some kind of a pirate that doesn't value anything. Of course, when I will make the money, I will purchase all of those books and I will put them inside of my library. I promise to you. Because, bro, the titles that I was able to download from that point onwards, they are just way too important. They're just way too colossal to be left behind as just a PDF. I need to have actual physical copy of those masterpieces that I've picked over the past couple of months since I've been using these methods. So, the way that you can become a winner, even today, is that you face your challenges. Whenever your heart picks another path for you that you authentically feel is right for you and that you actually want to go on in the first place, which was finding books for me in the first place. And yeah, there was this problem and this dilemma of if I downloaded them for free, would it be bad? Like, would that be morally correct? And for the time being, yes, it was. But you need to still promise to yourself that when you get rich, from all of the advice that you get, that you still purchase them like a good man, like an honorable leader. And so, okay, I set out on the adventure to find the websites where I could download them from for free, and eventually I did it. And I know that it may sound really easy that, oh, you just solved all of your problems in like one night. No, brother. This took me weeks of consulting with myself, of going into my mind, of going into my conscious mind and thinking to myself, would that be morally correct to actually do it? Or should I find another way? But still, I was in a need to get those information, so I had no other choice. And that's how you can take the first step towards becoming a winner. That you don't run away from your problems and you take them head first. This dilemma of mine, this progress of actually finding the ways from which I could download the books for free, it took me weeks to realize. Now, I know that you may think of me as someone who is really stupid right now because you could have just typed in the name of the book online and just added PDF in there and for free also. And you could have had it in like less than 3 seconds. But you need to realize that I didn't have the creativity at that time to think about that. So you cannot really judge me for it. And so, if you're solving the problems that you've been afraid of dealing with for the past months or even years right now, and you're finding the solutions, just let me tell you that they will take a longest time. Everything great takes a lot of time to complete, meaning that you need to spend every single day of your life basically aligned towards solving that goal. It took me weeks to actually realize how easy it is to download those books. So it could take you months to actually see some kind of a progress in any kind of your goal, whether it would be in wealth, health, or relationships. It's gonna take you a longest time, but that's completely fine because every single one of us is on a path of their own, meaning that you don't have to rush. If you see your competition getting ahead of you, good. They're on a motivational high. Let them burn themselves on this motivational high whilst you continue to push forward on your own pace and you surpass them. Who won the race? The turtle or the Greek runner? I don't remember what his name was, but you understand what I'm referring to. So every single day, set a few small goals for yourself that will eventually solve this big problem of yours for you forever. Meaning that, for example, if you have no idea what your purpose in life may be, then you go explore these kinds of options. Today, you go explore the question of if I had financial, location, and time freedom, what would I be doing? Tomorrow, you go on a long walk in the nature and the day afterwards, you ask yourself, what is something that I used to do as a child that really put a smile on my face and authentically put me into a state of flow where 3 hours felt like 5 minutes? These are the kinds of questions and these kinds of options you can take every single day and try them out on a day to day basis. And then eventually one day it will click for you and you will feel satisfied with solving your goals. So don't be afraid of your problems. Challenge them head onwards, and eventually you will tackle them, and you will become the winner of the battle. If you want to join a community where we discuss our mental health and full of like minded men who share the same values as you, the same likes and dislikes, the same goals as you, who are becoming the best version of themselves every single day to surpass you in the race of men, but at the same time, they will be like your true blood bonded brothers, with whom you can talk about any kind of topic, any kind of awkward story, and they will give you knowledge and life advice whenever you need it. Then you can join our Discord clan in the description. I know that if you're watching videos like these and willing to take action, that you have way more potential than you think you have. So please, harness it for something better, for the path that we are on right now, and join us on the path towards greatness and leave the 99% of people behind in the dust. I know that you'll find your place in there. But besides that, you can like the video, you can subscribe if you like, join the email list in the description, and get yourself a free ebook about mindfulness. Comment on which part of the video you liked the most, and which part of the video you will implement into your daily life. Don't forget to join the clan, you're still invited, and become a part of the family. If you want to learn about healthy mindsets that will guarantee success in the short term and in the long term, in any kind of endeavor that you indulge in any kind of problem, in any kind of trial and tribulation that you're going through right now, by absolutely mending the living daylights out of your mental health and bring you into a state of flow so that you can be fearless no matter what competition you get yourself into, then I highly suggest that you should go check out Timeless Readers Mindsets. It is truly something life changing. And since you're a part of the lucky first 10 to stumble upon this opportunity, I'm giving you an extra discount on the top. So you'll be a huge fool to miss out on this colossal opportunity. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. And remember, no one is better at being you